Hi guys and welcome. Another year has passed and Halloween event 2025 is already started, so let's go through the basics quickly. So it started on 13th of October and it's gonna last for 3 weeks till 3rd of November. There'll be ×2 brains drop on the weekend on the 17th till the 20th. Then we're gonna have ×2 legendary chance from 24th of October till 27th of October and ×2 event for chance for Halloween form from 31st till the 3rd of November at the very end, and plus we have a bonus experience globally, 50 experience, 50% extra everywhere you are. Plus you're also gonna have a bonus credit, receive 10% extra when donating. So this is the basics. Before we go to the call maze and I'll show you everything else, let's go through some other events that's gonna be happening. There's gonna be auctions as well, but for example, for the Wild Battles only Dark, Dragon, Flying and Ghost types, we received a 25% boost to their attacks, defense, special attack and special defense, and speed as well apply on every map in the game, not just on the other maps. And then you have also a move sets for all the legendary Pokemon that you might want to hand. So we got the Yveltal, Darkrai, Registeel and Hoopa, and here you can have a look what move sets you can expect from them when you're hunting them down. And we're also going to have Halloween auctions. So we've got every day there will be an auction, and it will be Halloween cyber costume, Halloween sticky web wings, Halloween Magnezone UFO mount, and shiny Magnezone UFO mount as well. And these are a limited edition, so once they sold and auctioned off, this won't happen again. So this is a very rare items and very rare basically mounts and decorations that if you want to make some money in the future, then that's the way to do it. Now let's quickly go in, and to go into the event you have to go to a Poké Center as usual, and you have to get through a corn maze. So let's go through the corn maze in a minute, but before we do that, I'm going to show you all the decorations. So here you can put a pause and have a look. So we also have two items that you have 1 to 10,000 chance drop, which they in the left top corner of the screen you can see what you can expect to receive from them drops, and all the other costumes available. Here we have a shiny P&O Halloween sprites, so you can have a look what they're going to look like. And in the moment you're also going to see a normal ones as well, and this is basically the normal P&O Halloween sprite. So if you want to pause here, have a look what they look like, then be my guest. Now let's do the corn maze, guys. Let's do it nice, quick and easy. This is just to show you how to get through, and while I'm getting you through the maps, we're going to discuss other things and when you can get the legendary Pokemon from, where to hunt them, and also on every map I'm going to show you in a right side, bottom right side, in the chat tab, what Pokemon you can expect in what on what maps. So as you can see, I tried to make the corn maze, the map, as small as possible, so you can have as much of a bird eye view as possible, so you can so you don't make a mistake trying to get down. If you're a new player, you might struggle a little bit with the maze. If you already done this before, you're not going to struggle. I'm sure you already done it, so you're not going to have too much of a problem. But there we are. This is the end of the corn maze. So here we go. Now let's have a quick look. Speak to the witch if you want any rewards for brains, of course, and you have to collect brains to get those. But this is basically a whole list of available Pokemon and prices that you can expect, some moves that you can get for your brains as well, and some other items and trick-or-treat bags. But the trick-or-treat bags, to be honest guys, they don't really have any special rewards in them. So quickly you can have a look or pause here, or just go inside the event and speak to the witch and check the shop for yourself, and that might be easier for you as well. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, there's 1 to 10,000 chance for a decorational drops from wild Pokemon. Most Pokemon, like you can see on the right hand side, they usually dark and ghost Pokemon available. Most forest maps, they pretty much have the same Pokemon, so there's not really much changes while you're going through the forest 1, 2 and 3. Of course, we're gonna get through all of those, show you on the way to the Fright Town, where you of course can fight Dracula and receive another decorational item, which is the backpack which we'll get there in a moment. But first, this is a forest, Haunted Forest 2. So again, you can see here on the right hand side on the chat tab in the right bottom corner what sort of Pokemon you can expect to encounter. So now we have a Haunted Mansion Floor 1, which is the Yveltal. That's where you can catch Yveltal here. Of course, all the legendary Pokemon available in the event have extra encounter chance. So now you can see that I just got a brains straight away. So these brains, of course, you need for the prize shop from the witch. Now here at the bottom in the floor, in the basement sort of the haunted mansion, to get in here you need to have at least 400 decks, and here we have a Registeel as a legendary Pokemon available, and we of course also have a floor 1 that you can go up the stairs, and again you have to have 400 decks to get in, and here you can expect to hunt for Darkrai. So yet another legendary Pokemon available in this event, and like I mentioned, there's a much bigger chance encountering them in the event than there is usually outside the event. So let's go and get through the Haunted Forest 2 now. There's a little bit of a maze here. Usually you have to go through lots of trees, so I'm going to try to make that as easy as possible for you guys. While I'm using Max Repel, just so I don't get stopped by all the Pokemon on the way there. So here we have to go sort of up north to get to Haunted Forest 3, and then we're gonna get in a moment into the Haunted Cave, and then again there is a special floor B, which is like underground of the cave. Here on the right hand side, again you have a Pokemon available in the Haunted Forest 3. Now again I just put the all the available ones in the cave, and here on the right hand side there is another place you can go and visit, but only if you have 600 decks, guys. So if you don't have 600 Pokemon decks, you won't be able to get in here to the basement, to the Haunted Cave B1. And here, this is where you can catch Hoopa, which I actually recently had an encounter with, and I have a video on the YouTube in the first day, literally in the first few hours, and I failed to catch it, unfortunately. That was a rookie mistake, but I'm sure you're gonna do better than me. Now you have to travel up north a little bit further, end up again in Haunted Forest 3. So there's still the same Pokemon that we had before we entered the cave, basically. And here, just up here north from the cave, this is where the Fright Town is. And again, like I mentioned before, the Pokemon are pretty much sort of similar in most of the forests. Now let's get inside the gym, and in the gym you're gonna have a Dracula to defeat. So in a moment I'm gonna quickly fight the Dracula just to get my backpack. To be honest with you guys, there's not really that much of a challenge to beat Dracula. Everything in the event scale to your level. So if you don't have a level 100 Pokemon, it's gonna scale down to the Pokemon, to your average Pokemon in your party that you've got. So don't worry too much. It shouldn't be much of an issue. There is some of these Pokemon that Dracula's got. Dark moves are quite effective against them. Some of the ghost moves, because they either dark or ghost Pokemon. And like I said, you shouldn't have much of a problem really to defeat them. Obviously, I already got the Yveltal here, as you can see, which I'm using pretty much through the whole battle, which is not even going to take that long. I'm going to try to use some super effective moves. Like basically we already discussed everything else that you can expect in the event. There is no ×2 shiny weekend in this event this year. It's been changed, and instead we've got a but there we go. So we got the Halloween form, but there we go. I've got the double blade backpack received, and it's going to be in your inventory, so you got to go into your item box to receive it, and that's it. It's done. You can fight all these NPCs if you like as well, for like experience and extra credits, extra money if you like. But this is pretty much about it. There's one more thing I want to mention to you guys, which is a event shop. So here in the event shop you're going to have a lot of new available mounts and some decorations. So All you gotta do is click at the bottom here when you have all the tabs to your shops and have a look. There is some costumes and some new mounts available but these, unfortunately, these cost you credits unless someone buys them for credits and then trying to sell them on the global market. Then you might have a chance to buy them uh, for not for credits but instead for pocket dollars. So then the only way of doing that, you have to wait for people start selling them afterwards on the global market if you don't want to be spending your own money, real money, into the game. But this is pretty much it, guys. So thank you very much, guys, for watching the video. I wish you happy hunting and happy Halloween and all the best. I hope you're gonna catch your legends. I hope you're gonna catch all the Halloween forms that you expect to have, and most of all, have fun. Don't forget to smash the red button if you like the content and subscribe. And thank you very much. Good luck and have fun. See you in the next one. Take care for now.